Namaste ji. We've been talking about the goal. The paradox of goal. In one side, we have to fix the goal. The second side, be restless to achieve the highest. Third, forget about the goal. So it creates a lot of paradox within our heart. Starting with misunderstood sloka from Gita, karma nyavadikaraste, ma phaleshu kadachanam. Most misguiding sloka. If I have to go to Bombay, that is the expected target for me. I have to go to Bombay. Will I not purchase a ticket? If I start purchasing a ticket and say, no, Bombay is not in my heart, Bombay is not on my mind, but I'm buying a ticket, then it will be cheating yourself. If I have to study and become a medical man, medicine man, become a doctor, I have to have some idea of my goal, my destination, and then prepare myself. When Lord Krishna talks about forget about the results, forget about the fruit of your action, but go on committing to action, somehow I think we fail to understand the essence of it. It is not that we are failing to understand the essence of it, but the aspect of karma is totally misunderstood. Once upon a time, karma, the word itself had a different meaning. When I work, when I'm employed, I expect some salary. That's fruit of my work. But here, shram or work and karma and sadhana, they are two different things. Lord Krishna, by quoting this word karma, did not mean shram. He only says karma is towards final emancipation. It is in the hands of God. When we do our tapasya, the final merger or the identicality lies in the hands of God. Same thing happens with our prayer. When we say, Thou art the real goal of human life, we are yet but slaves of wishes. On one side, we have established a goal, it's also a kind of a wish. Second side creates another paradox. We are yet but slaves of wishes. So logically we say, my goal has become a stumbling block. The only solution is God. Thou art the only God and power to bring us up to that stage. So how to reconcile this aspect? It is truly by understanding this very simple concept that achievement or the final merger is possible only when my I-ness, my ego, my egofulness, my ahankar comes in the way. Moment I disappears from the equation, only he remains. This is the essence of Sahaj Marg, that we must arrive at egolessness. God is the only power and help that can assist us in achieving that, but we have a bigger role to play. We have amongst us a giant star here in our sports field, P.V. Sindhu. She's seated here today amongst us, and it's a proud moment for us that such a star is with us. May we all pray that she really becomes successful in fulfilling her dreams and that way fulfill our dreams too. When two sports players are playing, one from India and another is, let us say, from Zimbabwe, and you pray like hell, may Sindhu win this game. We pray to God that may our country win this race. But then reality should strike our heart that the other person from Zimbabwe is also God's creation. God will not take any side. So such prayers are futile, useless prayers. We should not be even indulging in wasting our time and words. In order to win, one will have to work very hard. God favors no one. Even in the field of spirituality, we keep praying for this person or that person, but that person has to be willing. I can take a horse to the pond, but horse has to drink the water. Same thing applies to our dear ones. We pray like hell, may my husband or may my wife or may my children meditate. But what is the use of such enforced act? Enforced act, there is another name for it. You all know it, rape. Spirituality cannot tolerate unwilling participants. So willingness to participate, willingness to be sublimated, willingness to surrender, willingness to dissolve completely in the ocean of divinity. We often talk about this, what drop merging in the ocean, becoming the ocean, and there is no water drop left behind to talk about the ocean. Similarly, an individual Atman merging in God is not left behind to talk about God. Only today many yoga merchants or merchant gurus are plenty who keep on demonstrating God is this or God is that. They describe the quality of God. But one who has really attained it will never be able to say God is like this or God is like that. In Sahasmarg, the dream is only this, to merge in the ultimate and become identical with that. It's not only the prerogative of a guru or who can achieve it. Even if he tries to speak it, it is impossible to convey in words. Babuji says, my tongue is tied, I can say no more. It is not that I am not willing to say, it is that I am unable to express the final state. It is such a sublime that any word that we can give will spoil its description. We often take the tests just before inducting preceptor candidate in making him or her a preceptor to serve the great master. It is only so that our people are well versed with the literature, well versed with the knowledge and intricacies of Sahasmarg. I wish more and more people will read our literature and become champions. They should be able to transmit with confidence and courage. I would like to see many people come forward and say, Kamlesh Bhai, I would like to serve this mission. Will be my Guru Dakshina. But please don't come unprepared. Unprepared preceptor will do a disservice. When someone asks you a question, what is the nature of Atman? Or what is the nature of the fire element? Or what happens in the state of Prapannagati? Or how many rings do I have to cross in order to have liberation? And you end up giving wrong answers. Just to satisfy your ego that I know so well, you have misguided one person. And in the process, you have dug your own grave by creating such an ego of knowledge that, oh, I know it, but you have given the wrong answers. And even if you do give the right answer in exams or to abhyasis, even if they are correct answers, even if you say, oh, there are 23 rings and that this is the nature of Atma Chakra and this is the nature of Agni element and what happens at Prapanna state, you may be mentally, intellectually be prepared to answer such questions. But our business in Sahaj Marg is to experience. When Babuji talks about 23 circles, I should be able to witness those circles. I should be able to see what is the nature of fire element. I should be able to feel the state of Prapannagati before I can express it in words. We have to, we must, at any cost, make all these things which is written an experience. We must become state of being. We must be in that state. Moment someone asks what is the nature of Agni element or water element or fire, this ether element, I must be able to dive deep within myself, read my book from within, my real book, and then answer. Of course, the beginning is good. I must read some books so that I become cognizant what is all possible. It's a map. Traveling from Delhi to Agra and see Taj Mahal, you may have a beautiful map. Map is not going to give you experience of Taj Mahal. You'll have to go there and admire that beauty, the dedication given to his beloved, and be touched by the gift a simple, ordinary man can give to his beloved, say. So our idea, our motive in Sahaj Marg is to arrive at every stages that has been described in our books. But I must know the map first. Either you know the map first and experience, or experience and then verify that yes, I'm moving in the right direction. That's I think it's quite conceivable and understandable. I encourage one and all that please work at arriving at these stages, be restless for our next step. What must I do in the form of action without too much worrying about the goal and the stages that comes later. Focus on the means and not on the end. Thank you.